Disrespecting you is just about the most disrespectful thing a person can do to disrespect you. If you were paying attention, that sentence made sense. However, because we're human, we are limited in the ways we can disrespect another human being, which leaves us wanting more ways to disrespect. But because we can't do it, we have to turn to media, specifically anime. Because anime and fiction in general are not set in our reality, they can do whatever they want, which means they're less incentivized to care about how badly they disrespect another human being. Which leads us to this video, the most disrespectful moments in anime that I've watched. But real quick, I am on an anime journey, and with every anime that I watch, I'll be updating every single anime focused video on my channel. So if you'd like to join me on this journey, go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell icon and stay updated. But be warned, this is not an anime only channel. This is a variety channel, and anime just happens to be one of those varieties. Also, potential spoilers ahead. Cool. First up, we got my nigga Luffy, my all-time favorite character in all of anime. That's for a good reason. Luffy is that guy. It doesn't matter what he's doing. He could be eating, he's that guy. He could be losing a fight, he's that guy. He could be winning a fight, he's that guy. He could be getting punched by Nami, he's still that guy. Like, remember that time Luffy climbed a mountain with Nami on his back and Sanji in his mouth? Pause. Or the other time when Arlong made Nami cry and Luffy called up the other Straw Hats to go hand Arlong a specialized and personal ass whooping. The only thing that holds Luffy back from being constantly that guy is that he's really dumb. But that's like a regular thing for anime main characters. Goku's dumb, Naruto's dumb, Asta's a whole mental patient. And it's kind of like a double-edged sword. You know, sometimes being dumb works out for him, but then other times it doesn't work out very well for him. But besides him being dumb, when Luffy is serious, he's serious, and it's serious to a degree that you shouldn't be around him when he's serious. Because when Luffy gets serious, he gets disrespectful, which leads us to our first example. As we all know, Luffy has a dream to be the king of the pirates. That's cool, that's fine. And if anyone dares step on his dream, it's on sight, or so I thought. Because when Bellamy stepped on Luffy's dream, it wasn't very on sight. Bellamy walked into the bar, Luffy, Nami, and Zoro are chilling. Let me just say, Bellamy has an insane amount of balls. To be where he is in the world and talk to Luffy like that is insane. But to be fair, he didn't know any better at the time. So boom, Bellamy walks in the bar. He heard there's a guy in town with a 30 million berry bounty. He's like, word, I'm gonna go see what this man's talking about. He walks in a bar on straight demon time and he buys Luffy a drink, and Luffy, being his dumb self, took the drink, let his guard down, and started sipping on a drink. Bellamy takes this man Luffy's head, slams it straight through the counter. Not gonna lie, if it was anybody else who didn't have rubber powers, immune to blunt force attacks, Bellamy might have caught a body. After all of that, Luffy gets up and says, you know what, bro? You got it. He, Zoro, and Nami leave the bar. Bellamy's back there thinking he just caught an easy lick. Nah, he just lost the fight, but he doesn't even know it yet. Later on, one of Bellamy's own boys comes up to him and tells him, bro, you done wilded out. And everyone in the bar is straight petrified, except for Bellamy. He still thinks he's that guy. But while they're having this conversation in the bar, Luffy's on his way back to the bar for no other reason than to personally beat Bellamy's ass. Because earlier, Bellamy stole a bunch of gold from one of Luffy's friends, and you know how Luffy gets down about his friends. He's not playing when it comes to his friends. So Luffy gets to Bellamy and confronts him. All of Bellamy's boys are shook, but Bellamy is still confident. He's talking crazy, straight glazing himself, talking about how bad he's gonna beat Luffy. And the very minute Bellamy goes in for a direct attack, this man Luffy channels his inner Saitama and one punches Bellamy so hard, he not only gets knocked out, but there is a print of Luffy's fist on Bellamy's face. Imagine going out of your way to catch a fade just to get one shot. I don't know about y'all, but personally, I'm airing out the venue. Allegedly. Next up, we have Madara Uchiha. Madara's existence itself is downright disrespectful. But to be more specific, we're going to talk about Madara versus the 5 Kage. The difference in power between Madara and everyone else on the battlefield was already clear. He went head up with an entire army and was winning. And the 5 Kage, who were supposed to be his biggest challenge, ended up getting disrespected the absolute most. The only person in this entire battle who came out unscathed was Guy Sensei. He was the only person that Madara deemed worthy of being glazed. But for the 5 Kage, there was absolutely no glazing. In fact, the disrespect for the 5 Kage was so bad that I had to start a GoFundMe page for them. Link in the description. Basically, Madara was already in the middle of soloing the entire war. The Kage happened to catch him by himself for a brief moment. In that brief moment, they decided they're gonna jump him. It was 5v1. Already unfair, which I say unfair, but really it wasn't unfair. Because Madara ended up pulling out the reverse card to end all reverse cards. Because even though it took 5 Kage to attack this one dude, Madara was not phased. He summoned 25 clones. I said 25 clones and assigned 5 to each of the Kage. This man reverse jumped to 5 Kage. Let's dive a little bit deeper. Each of these clones is only an extension of Madara, which means that he by himself was already jumping the 5 kage. But it doesn't stop there. He then proceeds to pull out a fat draw 4 card and ask the kage, do you want these clones to use Susanoo or not? Allow me to translate. Madara looked these niggas dead in their face and said, I'm gonna violate all of you no matter what, but how badly do you want to be violated? Again, I don't know about y'all, but Madara's getting packed up talking to me like that, but maybe I'm just different. No, for real, the kage are supposed to be the strongest people, the protectors of their villages, and even they're getting whacked around. To be quite honest, if your name is not Naruto or Sasuke, then pack your bags, go home, you're not winning this fight. And even if your name is Naruto or Sasuke, maybe bring some backup, I don't know. The third moment we have today is gonna come from the Cape Baldy himself, specifically Saitama versus Carnage Kabuto, which is one of my favorite moments across all anime. And before I continue, I need to emphasize, everything Saitama does is inherently disrespectful to not only himself and the person he's fighting, but everyone around him. It is actually disgusting just how well he's able to disrespect everyone he's ever come up against. Saitama and Genos head to the House of Evolution and take care of the big bads, because the big bads want to do some big bad things, and the big bads gotta be stopped by the big goods. The big goods in this scenario are Saitama and Genos. And the biggest bad in the House of Evolution happens to be Carnage Kabuto, and he's itching for a fight. And of course, Saitama doesn't really care. He has bigger, balder, shinier things to worry about. But he decides to entertain Lil Bro's fight anyway. So they square up, and Carnage Kabuto goes in for a swing, and he stops, because he knows that if he had swung at that exact moment, it would have been curtains on his life. So he stops, backs up, and regroups. Saitama has niggas regrouping mid-fight, already devious. But then Kabuto says something about Saturday. Saitama gets immediately distracted. He's thinking, it's Saturday? That means there's discounts at the grocery store. So he's putting puzzle pieces together. He's saying, Saturday, and there's discounts at the grocery store on Saturdays. That means I'm currently missing out on these discounts. When he snaps out of it and one-punchedly shortened Kabuto's lifespan to that exact moment. At least when Luffy one-shotted Bellamy, Bellamy was still there. Kabuto straight up was just not there anymore. Dr. Genus is just stuck. Like his entire life's work just got one shot by a bald nigga in a cape. His entire life just has no purpose. And you know what Saitama does? He breaks a hole into this nigga's building and then goes shopping. Disgusting. And that's gonna do it for today. If you guys agree or disagree with anything I said in this video, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to like and subscribe. And if that's not enough for you, go on ahead to my channel, watch another one of my videos, you know, do something like. And with that being said, make sure you guys go outside, drink plenty of water, and have a nice day.